the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Tyrone Tracy now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
You know, Kate, his chef days might be coming to a close, but he's still got a chance to cook in Pittsburgh last year, and he did have a winning record in 11 starts. He also threw 3 times as many touchdowns as picks, and that's why this opportunity and this door is opened in New York.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tracy once more. Another small 4-yard chunk there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Love this. Tight end getting the run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that,
Yeah.
Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Gunnar-Olszewski now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Wilson on 1st and 10. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on third downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Ariza to handle it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Now here comes the New York offense. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Russ setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the sack. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
38 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on the play fake. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of the football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A handoff to Tracy. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on fourth, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Mahomes now. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Pressure coming from Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. Kelsey's got him right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades. From Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. Running in the red zone. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Going power with a big tight end. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line, and that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs break the tie here in the 1st. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Tracy on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On play action now, Wilson. Rolling left, buying some time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Giants.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Like a good target, Brock. Neighbors is there. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he'll go down here at the 16.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Play action, it's Wilson. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Giants.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. They made it 3 yards on the tote. It'll bring up 2nd down.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Wilson now off the play action. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Wilson on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Russell Wilson with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
17 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down throw, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's running for it. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. On now to kick this one away. Here's Tracy on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. New York to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go right back to Tracy. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Wilson now from the gun. Got a man and Neighbors has it. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, Brock, it speaks to the constant threats that these slant routes pose that we aren't all too surprised when one of them breaks for something much bigger than its design, right? And it ends just like it did in a touchdown.
Yeah, Kate, that's exactly right. And the great quarterback coaches, they demand of their QBs to put it right on the money. Because when you hit that exact spot, when you don't slow your receiver down and he can catch and run, especially with the elite athletes at that position in this league, big plays follow.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants tie this game at 21.
21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Now he takes it. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he gets him around 6 there. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Kansas City
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum, but keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's Worthy running slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
At the 21-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. It's Pacheco again. They're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. and this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to Pacheco here on second. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Dangerous route to have to defend, Brock. A lot of running backs are so good at sneaking behind defenders running that pattern.
And if you're going to find your back for a touchdown, Kate, this is the first route you'd expect. Get him a favorable matchup. This guy can flat out move. Send him out there, stress that coverage, and go deliver for 6.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Tracy on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Giants, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First call here coming from the shotgun. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Short pass brought in, and he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 13 on that play, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
Well, that's what an offensive player never wants to see. A defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. and good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And second down only works out for a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Pass complete to Robinson. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A give right side to Tracy. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wilson keeping it here. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Russ now from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Gano is good. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the 32. He finds Kelsey running the slant. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. Into the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs pushing for a bigger lead before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Finds the in route complete. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally Finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing again, Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over along the midfield stripe after a terrific return on top of that interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. They'll get it right at midfield following the INT. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. Connects with Slayton. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hits him on the out route. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Russ. He finds Neighbors right side. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Neighbors. 1st and goal, New York.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he sails that one over the end zone.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Wilson to throw again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. Once more, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
The kick by Gano is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And clinging to this one-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th Floor Studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Starting from the 5. Juke the defender. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good. for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he only manages one couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 16. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Giants 27.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Tracy on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Giants.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's Tracy once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Wilson now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Running right is Pacheco. Escapes a defender. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 19. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they can be set up with 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal. To the air, Mahomes. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Butker knocks it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. Takes out a one-stop. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, New York.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Tracy. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Giving 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get it with the option. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 2 here, and it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Play action, it's Wilson. Hits him on the in route. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st down, Giants.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Russ now from the gun. It's on target to Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
To Theo Johnson. 1st and goal, Giants.
So they'll be set up with a 1st and goal when we come back. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. A handoff to Tracy. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Well, they were hoping. They were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And this is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Wilson on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. Well, no questioning who won the leverage battle on that snap. They drove them backwards on that sneak.
Yeah, that is about as fast a launch as you're going to see from a defensive line. Almost never see a quarterback sneak, go backwards. That's exactly what this defense just accomplished.
The kick by Gano is good, and that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Gano ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Right back to Pacheco. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And he's caught. He's got ground. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. It's Pacheco again. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
3rd and long for him here. And who else? Kelsey's got another. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 33-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.